Welcome back, everyone. It's Abdallah with another exciting episode of Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battles here. Alright, before we get started, help me out by clicking on that like button. Let's do it. Alright, here we go. We've got a battle against Vin I took from the streams. This was a very good match. I'm trying out some new stuff here, and that Salamence you guys haven't seen in action, although you guys have seen it in the team preview. This is actually the first battle that I get to use it, and it's going to be fun. So looking at his team, Metagross, Gardevoir, you've got Dragonite, Caesar, Garchomp, and Gengar. So a very well-rounded team, I'd say. You've got some priority users. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. So, I don't know who he's going to lead off with, but I'm going to lead off with Smeargle because I've been doing that all stream, and you guys pretty much know what I do with that thing. So, leading off with Smeargle, I don't know, maybe he's going to lead off with Gengar, I'm thinking. So he does, which is not bad. I mean, if it's a Gengar, it'll hit me first and then get me down to my Focus Sash. I'll get some sleep fodder going. So, he goes for Dark Pulse. And that's interesting. I don't see too many Gengars with the move Dark Pulse. Usually it's like Shadow Ball or Sludge Bomb or Thunderbolt. But Dark Pulse can work out. So, surprisingly enough, the thing didn't actually take me down to my Focus Sash. So I get the Spore off. He actually switches it out for Sleep Fodder, which is a great move. And as you guys know, typical Pokemon rules rule out that you can't have two Pokemon asleep at the same time. So I'm prevented from using Spore now. So I gotta pretty much set up my Stealth Rock, hopefully break any Focus Sashes with that, and then switch out. Alright, so he's going to go for the Bullet Punch. That's definitely resisted by Talonflame over here. I can either, one, go for the Bulk Up, or I can go for the Flare Blitz right over here. Knowing that he's going to move out, I'm just going to go straight for the Brave Bird. Because I know he's resisting it, and I know that whoever comes in isn't going to want to take one. So, I'm choosing Brave Bird. Bam! Joker comes in and gets owned by this thing. Oh my gosh, totally not expecting it. But it would have gotten owned by Flare Blitz too, I would assume. It was a crit, but I don't think that the crit mattered, basically because Gardevoir doesn't have the best defense. And this thing is trained in, like, way too much attack. So either way, we're moving on. He's busting out his Dragonite. Now, since I got that Stealth Rock up, I was able to break his multi-scale. I'm hoping that I'm able to knock this thing out with a Brave Bird. But I know that Dragonites can be bulky, so I don't know. Well, it knocks him down to a good, 10% health over here? He goes for the Outrage, which is, I don't know, it's a good move on Dragonite, but you gotta do that towards the end of the game, like a late game kind of sweeping move. Because right now, I'm just gonna bust out my Steel-type Excadrill, and I know you're gonna use it next turn. So all I have to do is literally set up on you once, resist your Outrage, your Dragon-type attack, and then just proceed to take out whoever is going to be in my way. So yeah, that's the downside about Outrage. Although it's like pure power, it's, I don't know, that's kind of, you got to know how to use it. And right there, using it at the beginning of the battle is definitely not worth it. Alright, so there we go. Going for that Poison Jab. Very good. That's my unconventional Excadrill right there. Using that Poison Jab attack. Alright, what we have here is the Caesar. Now, this thing can stay in. He obviously brought it in to do a Bullet Punch, because what else are you going to use? I don't think it can learn Superpower yet. But anyway, I'm at +2. I can bust out an Earthquake freely and definitely knock this thing out. Because it's a neutral hit, plus it's Stab +2. Who else is going to take an Earthquake, unless you're a Flying type? So I've got one more hit on me. He busts out his Gengar over here. Now, it's asleep, and I know that my only moves literally are Earthquake and Poison Jab. So, I just decided to go for a Poison Jab, do some damage on it, and I do about, 45%, almost half. But with that being said, I lose out on my my Excadrill right there. So, that gives me a fresh switch into a Azumarill right here, which will definitely help out. I go for the Aqua Jet because I don't want to risk this thing waking up. I could have gone for the Belly Drum, but that would have been very risky on my part, because if he had Thunderbolt, he would have easily knocked out my Azumarill. So right here, we've got a Metagross against my Azumarill. Now, I'm running out of pokes to attack these pokes with, and I'm not doing the best job of managing all my guys. So right here, I go for the Superpower, which is neutral on him, but at the same time, I can't do that too often, basically because it's lowering my defense and attack. And it looks like he's more of a bulkier spread because he's got lefties. So that Superpower did around 50%. This next one will probably do half that much. So he's at about, 1/3 health left. And if he goes for any kind of move, it's going to knock me out. So he's revealed that he's got Zen Headbutt, he's got the Meteor Mash. I don't know if he's got Bullet Punch or Pursuit. I know those things typically carry that, but either way. Alright, so we're going to go out into Smeargle over here. Basically because I want to get something asleep, just so that I can have an easier time dealing with it. And I actually land the Spore. I didn't know if I was going to be faster or not, or if he'd go for a Bullet Punch or something. But I got that Spore going right here. Now, other than that, I wasn't able to set up any other hazards of mine. So I'm going to stay in and go for the Sticky Web, because my Salamence definitely needs the Sticky Web support, along with Stealth Rock support. Now, this Salamence is very, I don't know, it's kind of a gimmicky set. Although I do like it. I should have actually prepared a Pokemon with spikes. That would have been even better. Or maybe a Smeargle with spikes. But I got the Sticky Web going. Switching into my Salamence over here, he's going to wake up and go for the Hammer Arm, which definitely lowers, I believe that lowers my speed? No, it lowers his speed whenever he uses it. Which is good. That's not too bad. So other than that, I'm going to go for the Dragon Tail right over here, just to kind of phase him out, because that's the gimmick of my set over here. It's a Dragon Tail set, just to keep on getting those entry hazards going. But Sticky Web's adding up, and both of these Pokemon, unfortunately, are resistant to Stealth Rock. But that Dragon Tail did do a surprisingly huge amount. Now, my Salamence is fully bulky. You know, it's got 252 HP and then mixed defenses over here. So there's not really any attack EVs on it. So this thing is made to take attacks. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to do a little bit of Rest Talk shenanigans. I'm going to rest up and then do Sleep Talk, so that hopefully I can get Dragon Tail on the Sleep Talk turn and continue phasing these guys out while attacking them. But, I mean, I only have Smeargle, and I only have my Salamence. These are my last two pokes, so I'm on my last leg here. Now, this is going to... Oh, yeah, that's right. I've got Zygarde, too. Well, either way, I'm going to go for that Sleep Talk, hopefully get that Dragon Tail, phase him out while doing a little bit of damage. But since this thing is so bulky, that Leftovers recovery is definitely going to help him out. It's going to help the longevity of it. So here we go, back into Garchomp. Right now, I actually do a misclick on the stream, for those of you guys who remember. I did a misclick. I went for the Dragon Tail instead of going for the Sleep Talk. And that definitely, I want to say it costed me the game. It wasn't really cool, because had I gone for the Sleep Talk, I would have been faster. But, I mean, he goes against our rules over here, dude. We said no Megas, and then bam, he busts out his Mega Garchomp. Oh my gosh. I had a feeling that I would have been able to survive a Dragon Claw from a regular Garchomp, but that's okay. I misclicked, and he broke the rule of our Mega little agreement here. So I go into Zygarde. I think that the Extreme Speed can knock him out from that area, but he can't. I mean, he's got the bulk for it. Whenever he Mega Evolves, he gains even more defense. So in right there, well, I think I'm just Theory Moning right here. I'm just going to stop. We just got to deal with it. So either way, I want to go for another Extreme Speed right here because he is very low on health. And he predicts that very well. So he goes into his Metagross to take that Extreme Speed. And that's not going to do any damage against him. Now, Zygarde's a pretty cool poke. Although he's a legendary inside Pokemon X and Y, his stats are that of like a Garchomp. I mean, and the same typing too. So a lot of people have debated, you know, whether or not this Pokemon's even good, if it's even viable. I go for the Draco right there. I miss the Draco, so that's not cool. For some reason, he goes for Hyper Beam. I don't know if he just felt sorry for Mega Evolving and just decided to use that. But I'm on my last leg here with this Zygarde. I missed the Draco, which sucks, because his health would have been lowered immensely had that hit. I go for the Draco right over here. I know it's Stab, and I know it's unresisted, so it'll do a decent chunk, considering the fact that, you know, it's a very strong stab move. He's got a very small amount of health left, and he's got to recharge because of that Hyper Beam earlier. I'm going to go for another Draco, because why not? Although my special attack harshly fell right here, I mean, it's the only thing I could do against this guy. So, also, yeah, I do have Glare, which is kind of good. I guess I should have done that right at the beginning against this dude. Maybe chance out the potential, you know, paralysis. He goes for that Zen Headbutt, knocks me out. I thought I could survive it, but that Glare did not help me out. I didn't get the fully para. Either way, he's paralyzed, so Smeargle's not going to be able to do anything against him. So, you know, rather than run, I'm kind of in a corner over here. I'm just going to go for the extreme speed, be a good sport about it, and get knocked out by whatever he wants to use. Zen Headbutt, bam, done. And that is it. A loss. The Abdallah Nation defeats its king. Alright, that was a pretty good battle. It was, I don't know. I was hoping to have a non-mega battle. That's what we were kind of agreeing on at the very beginning, but he busted out that Mega Garchomp. Things definitely would have gone a little differently had I not fought that Mega Garchomp and managed my pokes a little bit better. But either way, that Garchomp was pretty cool, and I don't really see Metagrosses that often, so very awesome. Good job, Vin. I will talk to you guys on the next episode, but before we go, click on that like button, hit that subscribe button, all that good stuff. If you guys want to battle me, by all means, meet me up at the weekend live streams that we do on my channel here. It's Saturday and Sunday at 4 p.m. Central Time, so find out what that time zone is and just join up. It'll be great. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys on the next episode. See ya.